What's going on, everybody? Tarkov Gamer Guys back yet again. More Escape from Tarkov action. Bringing you a video today that I feel like is probably one that we could talk about at least a few times every wipe. And it has many different names, but essentially what we're talking about is I would call it the bad luck streak, or the streak of just not feeling like the game is going your way. I'm going to share some thoughts, probably vent a little bit, share some frustrations, talk a little bit about Tarkov, the task system, and a few other things in the course of this video. But let's before we jump in, let me share you some footage from this last weekend worth of raids, and you'll know where I'm coming from. Enjoy. You good?
I just killed another guy.
Above. I'm CMSing. Come up. I think it's just a scab, but
I'm throwing a flash.
ow, flash the shit out of me. He's on the backside.
I'm coming.
There's two. I'm dead. I fucked that one guy up.
They're right outside the wall.
Which wall?
To my left. This wall right next to us. On the other side.
I'm dead. Fucking insta headshot. He's at the hole. How do I not kill this guy?
There was a scav that ran in.
Player. He's on the side.
I killed one.
I'm super fucked up. I'm dead. I don't even know how this dude can see me. Oh man. See how she goes. Sweet. I'm gonna go down to 2. I have the good.
I'm on.
You're
Yeah,
on 2.
I'm on 2, just in front of the entrance to the south side.
Okay. I'm gonna be on this end. I got 226. Get me a lead X here, boys. Oh, nope, but I'll get. You shooting me?
No.
Well, there's a Bitcoin
Where are
in
you?
my pocket that guy just picked up. You're not on first, right?
No.
You, Killa?
No.
Somebody coming up to me.
Not me.
Somebody just went up to 3.
I'm
Right past
outside.
me.
Which way did he go, Sloth?
I don't think he went back towards you.
I think he's going like 301.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sneaking.
Me, right here. Me.
Oh!
I don't know if this is our guy or not. I'm dead. Fucking headshot, man. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I'm dead. Guys on the roof of East. It's just been all fucking headshots today, man.
You just died to a fucking player scav. Jesus Christ.
Of course, dude. All right, so as we jump back in, you can probably tell it wasn't a good weekend. Running quite a few raids, doing a lot of duos, doing some trios, doing some solos. And it was just a weekend where the game just felt like nothing was going right. Having a really hard time getting some task completion done. I literally could not survive a raid on Shoreline. Not to take away from the fact that I had some pretty successful raids as far as PMC kills. Luckily enough, I was on some Punisher tasks where I was able to get some credit for those things. But it was definitely just a weekend full of really tough raids, the inability to actually survive and extract, and just, again, felt like things weren't going my way. And everything that could go wrong basically went wrong in the course of this past weekend. A few of you tuned in, and hopefully I didn't share too much frustration. Try to stay positive, but I will tell you, it definitely got to me. So what I want to share and talk about a little bit today is what can you do in those situations? You know, if you're newer to Escape from Tarkov, you have probably come to learn pretty quickly this is a very punishing game. It's very difficult. The ability to just get into a map, go accomplish something, or kill a few scabs, loot a few things, and get out sounds simple enough to anybody that hasn't ever played the game. But as you jump in and as you play the game, you realize that is way harder than it sounds. And a lot of that is by design. A lot of that is by design on purpose. A lot of that, too, has to do with the game and the mechanics of the game. Driving towards that, and some of the unintended, I would say, mechanics of the game. I've had some scavs, I think, this weekend, just absolutely own me. Absolutely just own me. And we could spend probably quite a few minutes talking about scav AI and what we could do to work on fixing that, or what game changes could be made. With all those things being said, a few tips I have for you, as again, if you're new, or maybe you're coming back, or maybe you just are continuing the grind like everybody else, like I am, certainly trying to get towards that Kappa container for the I don't even know how many times. And you know, a weekend like this, it takes a little bit. A few things that I personally like to do. One is just take a little bit of a break. You know, if you don't want to stop playing, and that's usually my problem. A lot of times I don't want to stop playing. I feel like I can like push through and break through the barrier, and it maybe only takes like a survive or two to kind of get the, I'll call it the juices flowing again, get back into it, and then I can get on a roll. This weekend wasn't the case, and I will tell you that it was good for me to just take a break. Usually I kind of play during the day and do a few other things and just like try to get some tasks done. I personally enjoy running solo, as well as duos and trios. I can play the game just about any different way, but I do enjoy the kind of the solo grind, because the certain aspects of it are better for me. Sound specifically, you know, if you hear something creeping up on you and you're in a solo, you know it's a bad guy, right? But usually I do that, and I took a break this weekend. I didn't quite play as much during the day. I did some recording for some of the other series. That is the other thing also that really helped kind of rejuvenate me. I've talked about this in previous videos, but outside of taking a break, if you want to continue to grind through, change up your play style. It sounds crazy, and that's really, really hard for a lot of people to do. A lot of people would recommend in that situation, well, just run your scav. I see that as being a very similar thing, right? Because on a scav run, you essentially have nothing to lose, everything to gain, and you can play a opposite play style of what you normally do. If you play this game very tactically, and I probably shy a little bit more to the tactical side than the W key side, but I certainly have my moments for both, and definitely have a higher level of aggression with confidence in the game. Playing a scav can help you to mix up that play style. I recognize this even more for myself playing on a hardcore account where I do play it a little bit slower. I do take my time. I try to alternate my pathing a little bit, avoid contact, if you will, with other PMCs at least. That is usually a pretty good thing, I feel like, to get a lot of people kind of reset. It can help open your eyes as far as maybe what gameplay mechanics or mistakes that you personally are making that's leading to your demise. I showed probably quite a few clips. There were definitely mistakes on my end, things that I just wasn't paying attention to, wasn't aware of, didn't focus on, or otherwise just blatantly made a mistake. And that certainly led to a portion of the deaths that I probably showed you. In addition to that, again, swapping that play style up and alternating your objective, again, can put you in a little bit of a different mindset. And that's really hard in the heat of the moment when you're frustrated, when you're getting one tapped in the head, you feel like you can't win any fights. That's very, very difficult to do. But I promise you, if you take the time to try to do that, if you're normally kind of an aggressive player, back off a little bit, don't engage the fights. Again, alternate your pathing and your maps a little bit. A big one is play a different map. If you've got to try to grind out a quest somewhere and you're just like hard-nosed to the grindstone to get it, swap it up. Go somewhere else. Take a different kit. Some of these little things I feel like can really help to break through essentially what is the mental barrier of having a successful night. And if you played this game long enough, you also have the alternate of these. That's the other thing that I try to think of. I've had, at the start of wipes, I've had, and through wipes, I've had 5, 6, 7 raid survives, getting multiple PMCs killed, getting a bunch of quests done, just getting really good progress. You got to remember that this game is very cyclical like that. If you have, again, experience playing the game and you've played for a while, you've probably had those moments, and you've probably talked with folks that have those moments. I can tell you there's been weekends where it just doesn't feel like I can die. And that is just a great feeling. And even if you do, sometimes then your teammate avenges you and like you just end up having a really good night. I share all these tips because it just really talks about, again, the struggle of this game sometimes, the difficulty. It can be a grind. It can be a mental grind on how to break through that barrier, and what do you do when you're just down in your luck, if you will, and just feel like you can't have any success. So take a break, play a different game, swap up your play style, go to a different map, take a different kit, try something new is the other thing that I found typically helps. Sometimes I like to load up or mod out a gun maybe that I haven't tried before. Maybe something I pick off a PMC that I've had in my stash and I'm like, oh, I'll use that one day, but then don't ever end up using it. Try mixing it up. Try playing something different. And I really genuinely believe that can be something that will really help you if you get to that point where you just don't feel like things can go your way. Outside of that, you can, if you typically play solo, try to find a friend. If you typically play with friends, try to run some solo raids. It's definitely a different perspective. It's a different type of game, running with people, running in a squad versus not running in a squad. And that's the whole idea of really, I think what I'm trying to get to is just find a way to mix it up. Either take a break or mix it up. I think both of those things can really help. And just remember, at the end of the day, you can make more money. You could run more scavs. If you're new to the game, this is the hardest part to get through too, because you don't know enough on how to make money or a good loot run that you can be successful with, and those kinds of things. So take your time to learn that. Take your time to figure the game out, learn a map, understand it. Knowledge is definitely power in this game. And when you are able to do that and have confidence in your ability again to make money and have some success, the swings, while there are still many swings, the swings certainly seem to kind of ebb and flow a little bit easier. And when you get really up, that's fantastic. When you get really down, which is essentially where I'm at right now, I'm sitting at about 500k. I am level, I don't know, what am I, 37 here? That's not a lot of money, especially for a lot of people. That's not a lot of money at level 37. But I am confident in my ability to continue to make money, and that makes that part okay. And I know that I will be fine. I continue to quest, continue to grind forward. I got some gear saved up, so I'll be fine for quite a few raids to be able to go in and I'll say weather the storm and be able to kind of break through this barrier. Now, I will tell you today, I had a much better day. I had a much better day as of recording this. I was able to get a bunch of kills in on Factory for a Punisher quest line. Did it in only a handful of raids, had multiple kill raids, multiple survives. I got killed by Tagilla once, which was fine. I was doing the 6B P.A.K.A. armor quest and having actually a ton of success, which was great. So kind of broke through the barrier, had a really good day. Looking forward to continuing on the grind. But I figured I would just share this. I didn't really script this out, so if you felt like this video was just me rambling for, I don't know, however long it's going to be, 15 minutes or so, I do apologize. But hopefully you pick something up. I would ask sincerely, if there's something, if you have some experience with the game, if there's something that works for you when you're just having a bad night of Tarkov, drop it down in the comments below. In all sincerity, I think hearing from other people and knowing that everybody that plays this game goes through the struggles. You've seen your favorite big streamer probably have a rough night where they don't feel like anything's going right. They blame desync and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is certainly valid to a lot of extents. But they blame everything else, just like we do as humans, and they'll fight through it, right? They have the experience to know it's just a phase. They'll be able to get through it. They'll get back to their norm and be able to have a ton of success. Everybody goes through it. And if you don't play this game a whole ton, you might go through it a little bit more. You can find a way as well. So wanted to share it. Had a terrible weekend. Thought it'd be helpful. If you find some joy in this video, let me know. If you have some tips that I didn't cover, certainly let the community know. Thank you so much for all the support on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Put the plug in. I apologize that I have to do that, but it really does help the YouTube algorithm. Trying to get to that 10K subscriber mark, and we've been just kind of continuing to steadily climb. Guys have really enjoyed some of the teaching Tarkov videos we've done. We just got restarted with our hardcore and our escape series, so look forward to that. Got an absolute banger start in hardcore, so go be sure to check that out if you're a hardcore fan. And if you're looking to learn the game a little bit and have a little bit of help, the escape series is right up your alley. It's a solo standard playthrough, and I think it's hopefully helping a lot of folks kind of understand pathing, quest lines, where to go, how to be successful in some raids, show you some extra tips. So go check that out if you're interested. Flash some socials at you. Twitter, Twitch, Discord, TikTok. You want to come check us out live, all links in the description. Friday, Saturdays, usually Sundays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time over on Twitch. Join Discord, stay up to date with the channel, new vids and all that stuff when it goes live. We'd love to have you as part of the community. I've been Doc. We are the Average Gamer Guys. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, if all else fails, you can do this. Thanks for watching.